A beautiful sight to behold. Lady Liberty standing majestically over the waters of New York Harbor. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the 76ers. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Curry. Rookie season underway for him, and excited about his first start. And it's Durant, and it's Simmons in at the 4 spot. Now, here is Harden. Embiid, defended by Simmons. Can't get it to go, so Brooklyn will take it the other way.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've had it the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Kicks it to Harden. A rebound by the Nets. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right. Season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
You know, the thing about Irving is that he's got great pace to his game, Kevin. He comes down the lane. It looks like he's in slow motion, but he's really not. He's just collected, he's poised, and he's got really strong legs, so he can get wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, and even if he gets clipped while up in the air, Kyrie can go on and finish anyway. He's deceptively strong and really has a great IQ. You just don't see that kind of composure from a player who's as young as he is.
You got it out. Put your pitch down there. I got you.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now, guys, now with the Nets and the Knicks both playing in New York, it's just added to the rivalry that was already pretty strong to start with. But it's interesting, if you're from Brooklyn and you grew up rooting for the Knicks, who do you cheer for now? It's probably divided some households, a lot of rivalries in families. It'll actually be interesting as this team takes further root in Brooklyn.
It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. And so just over a minute and a half play.
Hey, don't leave Harden open.
You got him. Harden right side.
Yeah, that's all you.
6 to shoot. Number 22 drains the three-pointer. And back to this Knicks-Nets rivalry. The Knicks, Clark, are considered the more established dominant team, but over the last decade, the Knicks actually had a better winning percentage, and it might come as a surprise to some. They've beaten the Knicks when you look at games head-to-head. The Clark have had more playoff success.
Yeah, when you crunch the numbers, clearly the Nets are considered the upstarts, but the Brooklyn Nets over the last decade, as you said, Kevin, they've been the better team, and I think whoever you root for, with both of them playing at a high level, it's a great time to be a hoops fan in New York.
Well said, it is.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
I think it's a screen from Durant.
Get it going.
I think it's just a Durant.
Go screen. Got you.
Ball's not loose.
Go.
Number 22, and it's blocked by Simmons. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Brooklyn on defense. They trail by 3.
Go get it.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Curry setting up for Irving. Durant. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, they needed that one finally. That's just 1 of 5 now overall. You look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career. I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season.
Nets trail by 6. Irving gets a screen from Durant. Irving kicks to Durant. Back to Irving. Pass to Simmons. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just Clark his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing. Really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savvy too, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
You know, the new home for the Nets last season, as they moved over from New Jersey to Brooklyn, they must have loved their new digs because they were fantastic in front of this Brooklyn crowd last season. 26 and 15 here.
Here's Simmons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets here in the game for him. Just 5 to shoot. And away from Irving for 3. No luck. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Clark, you're right. The Nets are making a good impression here, as you were saying. Always good for a team to open up a new arena with a strong record at all.
And what a great stadium, guys. At Barclays Center, one of the best-looking floors in the NBA. Great design all around. And even on the outside, when you walk up to the arena here in Brooklyn, it's just a beautiful atmosphere.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Hey, that's right, you got it.
And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year. Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Harris outside. On defense, Brooklyn. 6-point game. And there's the rejection. In transition, here come the Nets. Curry passes to Irving. Durant. There's the dish to Simmons. And there's the pass to Irving. The feed now to Simmons. Here's Claxton. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line. Well, his heart might be in Oklahoma City now, but growing up, Kevin Durant said he wanted to be, of all things, a Raptor. That's right, he was a Raptor fan.
Way to hit it.
A lot of it, he said, was just wanting to be part of something new.
And going back to Durant, I'm sure the Raptors would have loved to have had him. I got to be honest, I did not know he grew up a Raptors fan.
I had no idea. I'm guessing maybe he fell in love with Vince Carter at the dunk contest.
Maybe that was it, yeah.
We're going to push it on the Nets. We're pushing on the Nets.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, it's been a while since the Nets have been one of the feared teams in the East. They had their best season since their days when they would make trips to the finals in the early 2000s. Really an excellent turnaround effort from the entire organization.
6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia moving the ball. That is good. And that's now 6 points for James Harden. Nets trailed by 7. And for the Nets, who were one of the big turnaround stories from last season, they did it by beating the team, Steve, they were supposed to in the rest of the Eastern Conference. Great record against the East.
They have 36-16 against their Eastern foes, so pretty solid in that regard. You know, they decided early on that the key was they had to get home court advantage in the first round. And they set their goal and they hit it. Unfortunately, they got knocked off by Chicago in that first round.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Nets. The 76ers leading by 4. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. Getting out in the open floor and exploiting his team's speed is an area of concentration for him. He said that as soon as we get a rebound, we want to get it to our guards, get off to the races, and we want this basically to come down to a track meet. Sounds like we should be in for a wild ride, guys. Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Curry, looking for his first basket still in this one. Simmons dishes to Irving, and the Nets another 3.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys. And the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Curry gets Harden. Pass to Harris.
Here we go. Get it out quick. Go.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. That's good from Harris.
I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA. But both New York teams improved, and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
And Harris drops them both. Well, Clark, as you said, Philadelphia did remain respectable against the rest of the Atlantic Division, even in a lost season. Steve, they had a 7-9 record for them, and even while they weren't 500, they certainly played better against the Atlantic Division than they did outside the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is because there's some deep-seated rivalries between teams like Philly and Boston and New York. So even if a team like the Sixers is struggling, their fans are going to bring it on those nights when the rivals come to town.
He feeds it to Tucker. Rebounded by Warren.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
The 76ers leading by 3.
Kick it out. Kick it out.
Dishes at the top. Fires at the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight.
Back door.
Outside Thomas. Upside Thomas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thomas got his first 2 points.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Milton, he's guarded by Thomas. Pulls up on the elbow. Good. Mills with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He kicks it to Thomas. He dishes it to Mills. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. This one for three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Philadelphia with the ball, leading by 5. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Gets it to go.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And here are the 76ers now. Knocks it loose. Thomas off a pick from Morris. Thomas kicks to Mills. Feeds it to Morris. Thomas drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got 5 minutes.
And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Milton, he's got it by Thomas. Kicks to Tucker.
Right there!
Pass it to George. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Go.
1:14 left to play here in the first.
Demo!
Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for George. The Nets with the lead. Now Mills. He passes to Thomas. The dish to Warren. Thomas is screen. Pass to Mills. 3-pointer. And the Nets another 3.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
The 76ers trail by 4. Milton covered by Mills. The pass to Harris. Here's Milton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Right side Thomas. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. We got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Milton covered by Mills. Now the feed to Tucker. Here's Milton. And that one is stuffed right through. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Hey, yo, front him!
And here's Mills. He feeds it to Warren. With the lead pass, Morris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, as great as 2012 was for the Nets, in many ways, they really came up short on their last game of that calendar year. In 2012, the New Year's Eve matchup against the Spurs, the Nets only scored 5 points in the third quarter of that contest.
That free throw good for Morris. And Clark, you were talking about the Nets. They went from looking like a team that could compete for a title to a team that, while still talented, Steve, and a lock for the playoffs, was a little closer to the middle of the pack than they thought.
Well, with the hot start they got off to, I think it was just a matter of time before they hit a cold stretch. Never fun to be held to just 5 points in a quarter. And that game had a lot of Nets fans wondering how the rest of the season would go. But, hey, they got it back together and still finished off pretty well.
Pass to George. Harris is there. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in. Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Outside Thomas. Warren kicks to Thomas. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
The 76ers leading, and back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, stay pretty comfortable with.
That's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. New owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn around to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Mills passes to Thomas. Dishes it to Mills.
Shut up!
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time. Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Guys, Kevin Durant last season joined the exclusive 180 club. Over 50% from the field, 40% from three-point territory, and 90% from the line. It's the gold standard of shooting efficiency, something only 5 other players have done in NBA history. It was a goal of his going into the season, but his ultimate goal still remains, to win an NBA title. He said, quote, "The hunger is always there. That's my goal every year, to get to the top of the mountain." Guys, he knows it's a long road, but they've gotten so close. We'll see if this is his year.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks. Here's Harris. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. It's House outside. It's rebounded by Mills.
Oh, it happens. It was wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Harris defended by George. Harris dishes to Thomas. That gives them the lead. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Milton covered by Mills. Here's Milton, rejected by Warren. Here's Mills. Twitch. Outside Harris. Good on the triple. And it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number. It's a combination of things. The shot selection, mechanics is solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And another specialty of his is the three-ball. That's his signature shot. Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the 76ers call time here. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Yo, watch it!
Got a piece of it. He kicks to Simmons. That's down the breakaway slam.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Harden kicks to House.
I got back. Pick up your man.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Harden the pass to Tucker. The 76ers with another miss.
They're losing their composure a little bit here on the bad end of a run.
Yeah, they are, and they need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. You've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Embiid defended by Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid and the rejection by Simmons. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run.
Yeah, look at me.
Here's Irving. He's got 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. He dishes it to House. Here's Simmons. It's Durant on the way. And he gets it to go from the corner. Durant's got 7.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, I felt like his defense was letting him down out there, guys, so he wanted to get a timeout to talk it over and try to tighten things up here.
You know, a part of coaching, a lot of coaching actually, is making sure that momentum never gets too far away from your team. That's a good timeout.
Harden against Curry. House dishes to George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoring, but the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
One thing people kind of forget about with Irving is that in addition to all the skills he has at the point guard spot, he's a pretty physical point guard. He's well put together and can muscle it up with about any defender he faces.
It's Harden with the drive.
Hey, who's watching Harden?
And Philadelphia making a change here.
Don't leave
Trying to get back on track. That's good. Harden's got 8. And for Irving with his size and good athleticism, the potential is there to be a very good defensive player as well.
I think that's an area where he himself has acknowledged that he has some work to do. He's been focused so much on his offensive game, but now is the time to take that next step and become a real solid two-way player.
Irving sets a screen for Durant. Simmons.
Yo, Irving!
Back to Durant. Outside Irving. Nets passing it around. And Simmons kicks to Irving.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. James Harden again. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Here's the screen. On its way from Irving for 2. Again, Irving missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Screen!
Number 22. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. For Philadelphia, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. He misses the free throw.
Well, usually you think of the Sixers as a team that likes to play deliberate and slow things up a bit, but boy, they struggled to score last year. A big part of the struggle was that they just didn't get to the free throw line very much.
And he sinks the second. Well, Clark, as you said, with the 76ers, they made the fewest free throws in the entire league last season, mostly because they were second to last in attempts. Steve, part of that is pace, but a lot of it was not having, players attack the rim.
And more than anything, Kevin, it was just lack of talent. They didn't have enough guys with the ability and the physical skills and tools to get to the rim and attack defenses. He has not been on his game. And, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
The 76ers trail by 12.
Kick it out,
Harden against Irving. Back to George. From the arc. Yes, sir, that one drops. George has got 9.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Elbow shot is on the way. Will not go. This is off the front.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Lets it go from deep.
Get it.
And the 76ers get it back. Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving.
Reset.
0. Misses the 3. Nets leading by 9. Irving attacking. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers trail by 9.
Watch him.
Here's Embiid. Gets the jumper. He's got 7.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
Yeah, and I also love the way he can torture a defense by using the good old-fashioned pick and roll. When they execute it well, and he's on the receiving end of the pass, mark it up. It's 2 points.
Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant. The fast break opportunity.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
The 76ers trail by 11.
Get through. Let him shoot that. Yo.
Embiid defended by Durant. Nice D from Durant.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Simmons. Some solid defense from Harris.
Typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Stolen by Harden. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball.
Who got ball?
5 on the clock. From the low block. He uses the glass that time, and it's good. He's got 9. There's 45 seconds left in the second. Nets leading by 9. Outside Irving. Durant attacking, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
A good job here in the second. I mean, they're pounding it inside, getting it to the hoop, going strong to the rim. I mean, that's power basketball at its best.
Reset.
That's good from Durant.
Kevin Durant is one of the most laid-back and easy-going guys you'll meet in the NBA, but don't be fooled. He's as fiery a competitor on the court as anyone else in the league. He's a superstar because he has the talent, but also the drive.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Durant, here we go. Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 14 points for Kyrie Irving. And here comes Harden. With 1 on the clock. And he hits the jumper for 2. And so that brings the first half to a close. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Time now for the Tuesday Roundup, coming to you on 2K Sports. Out in Brooklyn, the Nets have the lead against Philadelphia. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. We've watched Kevin Durant doing pretty much whatever he wants against the 76ers. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. Not the same story, though, for the 76ers. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. James Harden has been locked in so far. He has 12 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 16 points and a steal.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing.
Here's Claxton. They swipe it. It's Harden with the drive. Number 22.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up and then failing to get back in transition.
The 76ers trail by 13.
Get them.
Zero. Covered by Irving. Harris gets the screen from Harden. Rockets hits. Defender touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 11. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Simmons. Back to Durant. Feeds to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 6.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And Philadelphia calls time here. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Now here is Harris.
Ball!
Hey, balance it out!
Kicks it to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Embiid. forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Right side, Irving. Into the step back.
Don't let him shoot that.
Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Back to Harris.
Go! Get going! Go screen! Got you!
Defended by Simmons.
I got you, screen!
Harris passes to Harden. 5 to shoot.
I'm good, you stay.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. There's a screen on Cook. Curry against Harden. There's the 3.
Get the board, get it!
Rebounded by the Nets. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep. The shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hit his leg. And it's being called a kickball. So it's Philadelphia now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Shot clock at 5. Number 22. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 8 points for him. Nets leading by 13. Irving attacking. Blocked. Here's the screen on Kirk. 0. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For Philadelphia, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe. Huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll,
That's it.
and it carried over to the rest of the team.
You got it out. Put your fish down there. I got you.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
11 feet away. It's blocked. Irving dishes to Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, block shots got a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
The ice of the steals. I mean, they've really been harassing the ball today, forcing mistakes, really turning that into their advantage.
Outside Irving. Here's Claxton. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. And he can't get the first one.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Good here, good here. Bring back on me.
He's off on the second. The 76ers trail by 16. Back to Harris. 0. Sinks the triple. He has 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Building a screen on Harris. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first. That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Screen coming.
Outside Irving. Right side Durant. Here's Claxton. Good on the short little jump shot. And the Nets lead by 15.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Mike. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys. That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Ripped away. One-on-one fast break. Rejected by Irving. Here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Passes it to Irving. The dish to Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. Number 22, defended by Simmons. Great D that time from Irving. Curry attacking Simmons. And stolen by Harris. 0, defended by Durant. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And, yeah, another turnover, and we've seen this a lot today. I mean, this team has not brought it. No focus, no energy. That's why they're getting blown out.
Brooklyn leading by 13. Outside Irving. Back to Durant.
Yo, Irving!
Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Irving kicks to Warren. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Kyrie Irving gets the 3. Irving's got 19 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Pass to Harris.
Pick up your man.
Milton guarded by Harris. Here's Milton. But they get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Right side Irving. The pass to Warren. Clock at 6. Let's keep it alive. Durant kicks to Morris. The feed to Warren. He passes to Morris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dishes it to Warren.
Come on,
he kicks to
back it
Morris.
out, man.
Jacks up a 3. That's good. And the Nets lead by 19.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
0. Rejected by Irving. Harris outside. He feeds it to Warren. Here's Morris. And the 76ers making a change here. And the Nets with possession here. Mills with it. He's got 8. Warren the pass to Harris. Shot clock at 3. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Nets leading by 17.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season and playing with 2 of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
Warren dishes to Morris. It's rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Harden. There's the pick. Here's the mid. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know, Clark, certainly for his teammates.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player. His image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Beard the beard. Don't let him shoot that.
The 3 from Mills. Offensive rebound. Morris. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. For Brooklyn, they had made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. The first one falls.
Get the sport, fellas. Get the sport. Good here. Move back with me.
And Morris drops them both. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third.
Get them.
Down three.
Come to me. Use that.
He dishes it to Tucker.
Oh, hit that.
Milton guarded by Curry. And the layup is good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Corner, Phil. Here we go. Get it going.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's the hit. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Morris. Nets leading by 14. Harris, right side. Curry kicks to Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Harris has got 6.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed passing.
Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Harris. The ring-rattling two-handed jam. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And in a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Here's Harden. The shot no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 17. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's the hit. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first free throw is good. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Patrick Mills. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Here's Simmons. Simmons passes to Durant. Durant trying to double team. The shot by Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
Feeds it to Harris. Kicks to Harden. Goes back up. There's the block. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 20 points for him.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy on post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Durant attacking. Rejected by Harris. They get it back.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
That free throw, no good. The 76ers making a switch here.
You got it out. You got it out. Get your pitch down there. I got here. I got shoot.
And the second free throw, good. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Number 22, guarded by Curry. 6 to shoot. It's House outside, and Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Simmons dishes to Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 21. The 76ers trail by 18. Caught some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Pass to House. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Now the dish to Tucker. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. The free throw off from Tucker.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
And Durant, here we go.
Back it down, baby.
On the wing, Irving. The mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trail by 16. He's in the air. And the layup is up and in.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
Here's Curry. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Irving. Timeout called, the Nets. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Now the pass to Curry. On the wing, Irving. Just...
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that. And the Nets lead by 16.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Oh, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, with confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He just couldn't resist, could he?
Here's Embiid, rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The feed to Curry. Irving, defended by Tucker. That is good. And so here is Philadelphia. There's the screen. Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving. The 10-footer. And Durant sends it back. And Simmons gets to Irving. He passes it to Curry. Outside Durant. From 10 feet out. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
0, covered by Irving. Shot clock at 6. This is to Harden. Takes a 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The 76ers trail by 18. Now Harden. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Embiid. Gets it to go. 22 points for him.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Stolen by Harden. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Claxton. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Nets lead by 16. 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Simmons.
Down three. Hey, you got him.
Durant the pass to Simmons.
Use that.
Back to Durant. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Tobias Harris is checked in for P.J. Tucker. The free throw off from Durant. The 76ers trail by 18. Number 22. And it's off from three-point range. Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. That's good.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, all 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 20. Outside Irving.
Hey, don't leave Durant open.
Outside Durant. Backing him down. Shoots from 12. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish him.
Look at me.
76ers moving the ball around. Pocket 4. Front pass the other. And that one's good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Leaps for it, but they recover it. Harris outside. To the inside. Second chance shot. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 17. He kicks it to Irving. He feeds it to Simmons. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Cannot hit. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here is the screen on Irving. Zero. Guarded by Curry. 0. Curry with the defensive effort. The Nets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And Philadelphia calls time here. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
Harris outside.
Get it going.
To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 24.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Nets leading by 17. Here's Irving. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The 76ers have not defended well against Irving.
He has 23 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, it looks like he's in for a big night.
Free throw, good, Irving.
I got to shoot him. I got to get the rebound. Got to get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Good share.
Both free throws good for Irving.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunities.
Close it. 0. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Nets leading by 18. Outside Irving. Claxton running by Harris. Here's Claxton. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Philadelphia's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. 0 covered by Irving.
Come on, box it out, man.
Wide open. Jump shot is good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And Philadelphia grabs the miss. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harris. Here's Embiid. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. 26 points for him.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Come to me.
Here is House, guarded by Harris. He dishes it to House. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. House kicks to George. From downtown, it's rebounded by Mills. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is one. A 3-ball and blocked. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Count that one. .11 seconds left in the game.
Set it up.
Mills with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the